My sister's secret. The rain battered my windshield, a relentless drumroll that drowned out the radio's static hum. I gripped the steering wheel, my knuckles whitening as my sister's voice echoed in my head. Please don't come to my wedding. Her words had been sharp, slicing through the phone line like a blade. When I pressed her, why? Her sigh was heavy, fractured. I don't want you there ruining it. Ruining it. Me, her only brother, the one who'd carried her through every heartbreak, every fight with Mom, every late-night panic attack. The accusation stung, a wasp's barb lodged in my chest. I was driving to her anyway. Had to know why. The road to her fiancé David's lakeside cabin was a winding scar through the forest, the kind of place where secrets could hide in the shadows of pine trees. My headlights caught glints of rain-soaked bark, the air thick with the scent of wet earth seeping through the cracked window. My phone buzzed on the passenger seat. Another missed call from Claire. 5 in the last hour. I ignored it, my stomach churning with a cocktail of anger and dread. Something was wrong. I could feel it like the static charge before a storm. Claire and I had always been close, the kind of siblings who could finish each other's sentences. When she met David, I'd been skeptical. He was too polished, too quick with a smile that didn't reach his eyes. But she glowed around him, her laughter brighter, her eyes softer. I'd let my guard down, convinced he was her forever. Now, her voice from that call haunted me, brittle and evasive. It's better this way, Mark. Just stay away. Better for who? The cabin came into view, a squat wooden structure perched on the lake's edge, its windows glowing faintly against the night. I parked 100 yards out, hidden by a copse of trees, my heart pounding like it was trying to break free. I didn't know what I was looking for, but I couldn't shake the image of Claire's face at our last dinner. Her smile tight, her fingers fidgeting with her engagement ring. She dodged my questions about the wedding plans, about David's late nights at the office. I chalked it up to stress. Now I wasn't so sure. I killed the engine and stepped into the rain, the cold biting through my jacket. The lake was a black mirror, reflecting the storm's fury. As I crept closer, the cabin's porch light flickered, casting jagged shadows. Voices drifted through an open window, low and urgent. Claire's voice, sharp, trembling. Then David's, smooth but edged with something darker. I crouched beneath the sill, my breath shallow, the damp would rough against my palms. You can't keep doing this, Claire said, her words clipped. I saw the texts, David. I'm not stupid. My pulse spiked. Texts. I pressed closer, the rain masking my movements. David's laugh was low, almost mocking. You're overreacting, babe. It's nothing. Just work stuff. Don't lie to me. Her voice cracked, raw with pain. You think I don't notice? The late nights, the meetings. The way you hide your phone. I trusted you. Froze, my mind racing. Was he cheating? My sister, who'd spent years building walls after our parents' messy divorce, had let David in. If he was betraying her. My fists clenched, nails digging into my palms. I wanted to storm in, demand answers, but something held me back. I needed to hear more. David's tone shifted, softer now, placating. Claire, you're stressed. The wedding's got you paranoid. Love you. You know that. Then why was she calling you at 2 a.m.? Claire's voice was a whisper, but it carried the weight of a scream. Why does she know things about you I don't? My chest tightened. I pictured Claire's face, the way her eyes would well up but never spill, her stubborn refusal to break. I'd seen her like that after Dad left, after every boyfriend who'd let her down. But this was different. This was betrayal on the eve of her new life. David sighed, the sound heavy with exasperation. You're making this bigger than it is. Just complicated. Let's not do this now. When then? Claire snapped. After we're married. After I'm stuck with you. The word stuck hit me like a punch. I leaned closer, my ear brushing the wet window frame. A floorboard creaked inside, and I held my breath, certain they'd hear me. But the argument rolled on, each word a shard of glass. Claire, you don't get it. David said, his voice hardening. I didn't ask for this. She came to me. She needed me. Who is she? Claire's question was a plea, desperate and raw. Silence followed, thick and suffocating. I wanted to scream the question myself, to tear the truth from him. Then a new sound, a car engine, distant but growing louder. Headlights swept across the trees, and I ducked lower, my heart hammering. The car stopped, gravel crunching under tires. A door slammed, and footsteps approached the cabin. I peered over the sill, catching a glimpse of Claire pacing, her face pale, her hands trembling. David stood by the fireplace, his posture rigid, like a man bracing for impact. The front door burst open, and a woman's voice cut through the tension. David, we need to talk. My blood ran cold. I knew that voice. Soft, melodic, with a faint lilt that had always made my skin tingle. It was Emily, my ex-girlfriend. The one I'd dated for 2 years before she vanished from my life without a word 6 months ago. The one who'd left me questioning everything, my trust in tatters. Claire's head snapped toward the door. Emily! Her voice was a mix of shock and fury. What the hell is she doing here? I couldn't breathe. My mind spun, piecing together fragments. David's late nights, Emily's sudden disappearance, Claire's cryptic plea to stay away. Had Emily been with David this whole time? Had she left me for him? The betrayal twisted in my gut, a double-edged knife. My sister's fiancé and my ex, entwined in a secret that could shatter us all. Claire, I can explain, Emily said, her voice shaking. I risked another glance, seeing her silhouette in the doorway, her hair dripping from the rain. She looked smaller than I remembered, her eyes wide with something like fear. Explain what? Claire spat. That you're sleeping with my fiancé. That you've been lying to my brother for months. My stomach dropped. Claire knew about Emily and me. She'd never told me. Why? To protect me. To protect herself. I felt the ground shift beneath me, the world I knew crumbling. It's not what you think, David said, stepping toward Claire. It's complicated. Emily and I. Stop. Claire's scream echoed, raw and guttural. I don't want to hear it. I trusted you. Both of you. She turned to Emily, her voice breaking. And you were my friend. How could you? Emily's sob was barely audible. I didn't mean for this to happen. It just did. I couldn't stay hidden anymore. The rage, the hurt, the confusion, it propelled me to my feet. I stormed to the door, shoving it open. 3 pairs of eyes locked on me, each reflecting a different kind of guilt. Mark, Claire whispered, her face crumpling. I told you not to come. I had to, I said, my voice hoarse. I had to know why my sister was pushing me away. And now I do. I turned to Emily, my heart splintering. You left me for him. Emily shook her head, tears streaming. It wasn't like that. I didn't want to hurt you. Then why? I demanded, my voice rising. Why him? Why her fiancé? David stepped forward, his hands raised. Mark, listen. No, I roared, shoving him back. You don't get to talk. You've destroyed her. I pointed at Claire, who was trembling, her eyes glassy with unshed tears. And you used me to get to him. The room fell silent, the rain's rhythm the only sound. Then Claire spoke, her voice barely a whisper. I knew. Not everything, but enough. That's why I didn't want you here. I didn't want you to see this. To feel this. Her words broke me. She'd been shielding me, carrying the weight of this betrayal alone. I wanted to hate David, to hate Emily, but all I felt was a hollow ache. I looked at Claire, her strength fraying, and realized the truth. She wasn't just protecting me. She was protecting herself, hoping to salvage something from the wreckage. I'm done, Claire said, her voice steady now. She slipped off her engagement ring and dropped it on the floor, the clink echoing like a gunshot. She walked past Emily, past David, and grabbed my hand. Let's go. As we stepped into the rain, the cabin fading behind us, I glanced back. David stood frozen, Emily sobbing in the doorway. The betrayal was theirs, but the pain was ours. And as Claire squeezed my hand, I knew we'd carry it together, broken but unbroken, into whatever came next.